coast is clear, Octavius.
It would be a shame to let my old files burn. So, might as well salvage what we can.
Should we not check them first and make sure they have not been tampered with?
You think I wouldn't know when someone tries to double-cross me? Or are you just as proud of my efforts as I am?
Your work is quite magnificent.
I guess I could spare some time to show you how I achieved my efforts. Yes. This is Doctor Octopus. It's currently August 29th, 2021, 4:09 a.m. I have some meds in the back. And I experimenting to make a wonderful new piece of machinery. A pair of arms that I can control with my mind. I've tried printing some prototypes. Looks like it works. Just need to become even more life size. Might be it. This vlog. Otto Octavius signing out. This is August 11:11 p.m. Oscorp Research Lab. Prosthetic research. And what we're trying to do here is to try give people double, quadruple set of arms. Me being the first test subject. This is an experiment I'm very excited to work on. I have a little model, hand and arm. The model's not that great. We're going to work to this, but first we're going to create a prototype. Now, I have gathered information on materials that can be used. That information will be on the written log. So, for information on the materials used, that will be on the written log. That concludes the video log. This is Doctor Otto Octavius signing out. I'm so excited. Hello. It is currently 5:46 p.m. I'm a little early today. September 1st, 2021. And I have constructed a plan, a design of sorts for how my claw for my arms are gonna work. Very simple for a very low budget prototype. Okay. Check our files. Go over here. Good, good. Okay. Sir. Plan. Right there. All right. So we're gonna focus on this model there. This is the claw. So this is the hand. These are the fingers. For this low budget prototype, we'll just be using PLA plastic, rubber bands, and string. Later, to be controlled with servos and Stark Tech motors and such. So we have here on the diagram 1 and 2 and 3. So when you push out 1, then 2 should grab onto the finger, and it should stretch out 3 of which in its neutral state will have the fingers open. Very interesting, easy design that I came up with this morning. We're thinking about getting a few new lab assistants, which could be very cool, from a local high school. Interns, apprentices, such things like that. I just hope to see if they'll cooperate. I bet they will. Unique design. I'm gonna print. Well, I'm gonna make and then print the first model with our 3D printer we have here at the Oscorp Research Lab. That's kind of it for this. This is Doctor Otto Octavius signing out. Extra log here for September 1st. It's currently 10:16 p.m. and I am now printing the test model for my claws, for my arms. As you can see, we've had some electricity problems the past few days, so we're getting that fixed before the answers come in. Told us about that. I'm back here. Hello. We had a few accidents here in the lab. Not my doing. We had a few run-ins with some, well, maybe that's something better left for the files. It is currently September 8th, 2021, and it is 11:46 a.m. I have a model of my claw. It's kind of jumbled up. I have it attached to some string to simulate it in a way, one way or another. It's a little. I made the string a little too short, but I'll show you the gist of how it works. It's like the people here at Oscorp have been making fun of me, saying I'm making toys. Can you believe that? Toys. It's a simple, very simple model, really, just for a test a prototype. That goes in the hinge. It's not perfect. I should have printed it a little bigger. But I'm going to make a model out of different material. This will be the final material for the first prototype. So that's the claw. Well, it's not really sitting properly, is it? But there will be a elastic string going from here to there, and that will pull the claw back. It's in my diagram up there. Put it on the board. So if we put this back in its hinge, back into place, and the string will be shorter. This part will be longer to give the mover more space to move, but to get the gist, pull the string and it'll clamp down. Then the elastic will push it back to its neutral state, which will be open claw. Oh, I kind of messed it up now. But that's the gist. A lot of tweaks still need to be made. I guess that's what models are for, aren't they? So don't rush into something and make a mistake that we could have made on the drawing board, where we could fix that mistake, right? Well, it's a little finicky. String needs to be shorter. I'll make a more full-size test model for that. This is Doctor Octavius signing out. I have my glasses to look at my model more up close. There we go. Otto Octavius signing out. September 25th. 2021. I couldn't get my prototype working. My little model. So I guess I'm gonna have to go all out and just hope the final draft will work well on me. Well, I make my build. I need a 12 by 24 plank of wood to go on my back. It'll be strapped on. It'll hold the electronics and everything. And the arms will attach through 4 connections. Been a rough couple of days. Much better. But I feel optimistic. I feel pretty optimistic here at Oscorp. Well, my own lab, we call it, Norman called it Octavius Industries. I guess it is rather my own thing right now. Well, Otto Octavius signing out. Not much here to say. Alright. It's been exciting, an exciting few months. I mean weeks. It's been an exciting few weeks. I lost track of time. But I printed a model of the claw. During testing, the strings broke on me. That's okay. Because it's just a prototype. This is not the final design. Need some tweaks. Let me hold it up. So, you got the rubber bands and the strings to attach the fingers. Alright. And it should work accordingly. And it does. According to plan, according to the blueprints, it'll clamp down. Maybe the strings need to be a little shorter. And maybe I should transfer it to fishing wire. Like that'll be a lot better. I've been working in the lab all morning. And I went to gather some materials to finish my prototype. And I got something cool. Alright, I figured it out. I know what I'm using for my mechanical arms. Corrugated plastic tubing. Let's get a closer look at that, shall we? Look at it bends. Bends around. It'll be perfect. And these big cylindrical things will attach to an apparatus on my back. Is that the right word, apparatus? I don't know. It'll attach to a harness
on my back, and strings will come out of these tubes. I have to cut this particular one in half, and I have to get a second tube for the top arms. These, I guess, can be the second one. They're very posable. They're very nice, sturdy, and bendable, and flexible. They'll be perfect. All that's left is just very few little materials, and my project will be done. Well, of course, there comes the building. Finances have been great. Hasn't been too heavy on my budget. So, I should upload the blueprints with the files. We'll see how that goes. Oh, it is currently October 1st, 2021, 10:47 p.m. This is Doctor Otto Octavius signing out. All right. Finally got lab lights working. All right. Got our claw going. As you can see, the claw will fit perfectly into the arm. This is still the prototype, but it'll fit nicely. We just need a mounting ring. I'm going to print the mounting ring separately, set it in the arm, attach the claw to the mounting ring, and that way it'll attach to the arm. The arms! Perfect! Found the perfect model. I think I already talked about in our last entry, but I'll show them off anyway. I'm printing one of the final designs right now. Final models. Instead of my string, I found 50-pound fishing line. That's for the claws and to attach, make sure everything's all good, attached to my arms. See, it's still a big prototype. For all the mechanical stuff is decided. Printed the base for the final claw. Added a few modifications. Oh, I forgot our log today is October 3rd, 2021. I've been up till 3 a.m. working on things. Alright, so this is our original claw prototype. This is the new final design. Which cooler. So as you can see, I've extended the walls a little bit just to give the mover piece more to work with. It won't slide out. And I added little stoppers as well, so it won't slide out that way. And I'm now printing the mover for this. I'm gonna have my assistant, he's been working with me in the lab for a few days now, but I haven't had him participate in any of these logs. Peter Parker is his name, and he's a fun fellow. I'm hoping to get him in on a something related to this. We've been doing other lab work together. He's a very nice fellow. I can't wait for you guys to meet him. Peter Parker. think that's it. This is Otto Octavius signing out. Okay, we should have a camera working better. Had some repairs made to it. Alright. It's still October 3rd, 2021, 6:17 p.m. And I have my assistant, Peter Parker.
Hello everybody, I'm Peter Parker.
He came from downtown's Horizon High, and he is my intern assistant, and he helps me with other lab work here at Oscorp. And now I've invited him to my very own Octavius Industries to help me a little with my prosthetics research. So, guess this is first we're introducing him to such. This would be one this is a prototype, right? As you can see, it works with a very rather simple string and rubber band. And this 3D printing figures for the final design right now. And yeah, we have the arms. This will be one of the bottom ones. We have another one of the bottom ones, and we have one of the top ones that I need a little bit of help to extend.
Alright,
We also have some connection points. I think I forgot to talk about this in my last one. We found some simple sewer grates. This will attach to the wooden piece that I will strap to my back. And these fit perfectly into the armor. So, alright, now, let me get this. Alright, so we got the other arm. Here. When I got this, they were kind of exposed to the elements a little bit. So, excuse the filth on it, but we
It'll work,
grab
right?
it anymore. You can, oh yeah, it'll definitely still function properly as intended. And get these. I'm going to have you have that and pull it. We'll extend it. Alright. Here, we can just manually pull. Let's bring it back to town. Get some. A little more. There we go. Alright, let me check these. There we go. Let's bring this here back into view of our camera. It seems to got my sleeve stuck in it, but it's okay. Alright. So, I guess, as you can see, bring these up. There, thank you. Here. As you can see, we have to find a good middle ground here. I have an idea. Let's hold this up. Grab that arm and extend it for me to its full. Stretch this foot, a little bit of slope from here. Alright, I think it's good. Let's hold it down. Alright, bring it down. Alright, to find the middle. Maybe this is better done on the ground. Let's do it from this side. Okay. Let me move this down so we can see what we're doing. And we'll cut this in half. This is our bottom arms. This one is so I think we found our middle for us. We will be using these knives. These are very sharp, so if when we're to use these X-Acto knives, be very careful. They're fully sharpened. We'll be using these to cut the pipe. Maybe some scissors as well. So, if we can hold this up a little bit more this way so we can get you to frame. I think we can showcase. Let's put this. It's on a chair over there. So these will be my top arms. Okay. If you could hold this to my back. Hold this right. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that either. Hold this to my back, that part. Flatten it against my back. Just two hands there, just right there, leave it there. And as you can see how this will come back out of my, the apparatus attached to my back. It'll be, yeah, this will be perfect then. That's good. So, that'll be one of our arms.
It's gonna be amazing when it's finished.
Oh, indeed it will be. Indeed it will be. Alright, I think that is all the work that needs to be done today. Wait for the camera. So, this is Peter Parker, amazing
Bye.
lab assistant, Otto Octavius, and Peter Parker, signing out. Alright, hello. It is currently October 4th, 2021, 10:57 a.m. And I have finished printing the final model for my claw. Now, I should probably go over the names of the pieces. This is the base. The central piece is the mover. And, of course, we got the fingers. These had to be printed upside down because these have been turned to hooks instead of closed. Instead of being closed. And I had to print it upside down or else it would print it wrong. Anyway, I'll be showing how I'm going to be attaching, putting the claw together. If the files for printing this were to be put out there, you would need 3 fingers. It would all should print in the same file. You would need the base and the mover. Of course, for the project I'm going with, you will need 2 of the claw, but we'll only be building 1 in this log. You will need rubber bands of similar size. I'm not aware of the size, but I think any standard size should be good. You will need simple tools like scissors, maybe pliers, cutters, wire cutters. I have with me here 50-pound fishing line. Very strong material. And for the hinges, I'll be using an old wire clothes hanger. You can get any wire, any metal wire that you can bend and form, it'll do nicely. So we're going to start with attaching the claws to their hinges. Start with this. This part here will go into this here. Line that up. It might be a little in place, but a little stiff in its place. It should still move freely. Now you want to get your wire and feed it through the hinge. Good amount, all the way through, enough to where you can bend it back and have it lock in place. Let me cut a little bit, leave a little bit, showing on both sides. A little hard to cut here. It can prove to be a little difficult at times, so you'll require more body strength than I currently hold. Okay, a little difficult to get there, but I got it. Got it cut. See it there? I want to grab pliers, and you're going to want to bend the wire back if you can. Woo! Well, should be good enough. There. And now on the other side, perform the same action. Well, now it shouldn't come out of its hinge either way. If you got that going for you, then you'll be fine. Now do the same for the rest of the claws. I found it most useful to cut the wire at around 2.5 inches of length. 2.5 inches of length. Get that claw. I don't think some of these hinges have put it all too well, but just try your best to fit them in. There we go. Just like that. That'll do nicely, I think. So I got 2 claws going. And we need to add the third. As long as the hinge can move freely, then you'll be fine. There you go. Now we'll attach the mover, put it through the back side. We're going to try a different method than what we had for our prototype, and put the rubber bands on through here, so if its neutral state will be a closed one. Maybe you should take the mover out. Alright, well, I kind of had to put the rubber bands on camera. They were giving me a hard time. But look, it works. They close. At first, the neutral state was going to be having the claws be open. I think I'm going to change it up so it's in a closed state, and pulling on this side will make it open through the strings that we'll attach. And we can attempt that right now. Okay, I'm not sure what length will be required though. I'm gonna do some more tests and I'll boot up this again. Okay, well, seems as though my other plan, my first model, what was supposed to be my final model, didn't exactly work out. So I'm going to be having to print new refresh on the sizes and proportions. I'm going to reprint claw, print just one claw. I made some changes to it. On the new one, I'm going to remove the hooks from here, and as demonstrated here, drill 2 holes, but this time I modeled 2 holes. I modified the model to have 2 holes, and the rubber bands will go through there and attach to the claw. It's come to my attention that it's better to have the rubber bands be attached to the base instead of the mover. However, the finger still being attached to the mover via a string should still work fine. I've done a little bit of my own demonstration work. It should work. I will put the claws and reassemble it once the print is done. This is Otto Octavius signing out. October 4th, 2021, 3:06 p.m. Doctor Otto Octavius back. It's been an exciting few days as I got the claw working. Instead, I substituted the strings for copper wires, and it works a lot better. The fishing wire will still be used on the mover. And I am going to show you today how to construct one of these claws with a second one I printed for the other bottom arm. So I got the mover, and we need the claw. I already fitted it with its hinges. You'll need rubber bands, 3 of them, and the copper wire should be 3 copper wires, 9 inches of length, just about. Okay, so what you'll want to do is take the rubber bands and fold it in half like this. One end will go through here, and the other end will go through there. It should come out just like that. And then, as you can see there, it will attach to the hook on that claw, and it'll bring it down. But don't worry, we'll adjust it when we add the wire. Fitted the rest of the rubber bands, and it should keep it closed. Now for the strings, or the copper wire, you just wrap it around the hook of the finger once, twice would be best. You might need some tweezers to get it in there correctly. Like so. Same to this hook over here. And there we go. Now, push the mover in all the way, and what you do is twist it to your desired length. There, it should be good. And then it'll move a lot better when the rest of the strings are attached. Can be a little tricky and difficult sometimes, but you get the idea. That's the idea, and that will, a little tinkering with that will result in something like this. I get Peter Parker back in the lab and show him this. That's about it. Surprise, surprise. I got it all working now. Just had to attach the string to the end of the mover, and I decided to just tape the claw onto the arm. Best solution for now. It's not the best put together, but it'll work. This will be one of the bottom claws. As you can see, I made handles to control until I can get my the mind control technology going. So great. Just gotta do this with the other arm and we'll be all set. Just got the hole here set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little things in. Probably would be best to install it in a way so you can pull on it from an angle. And it will just attach to my arm. But yeah. It's coming along very nicely. The project is nearing completion. The attachments are done. Just gotta fit the arms, and then it'll be complete. I also got a message for this Spider-Man. Don't mess with me, Spider-Man. Or you are gonna get it. I have finally finished my forearm creation. 2 months of work and got 4 slightly working arms. And I know just who to test it on first. Our city has a bit of an insect problem. I'm looking at you, Spider-Man. Now, I don't know if these logs will ever make it out to the public, but if they do, just know I'm not very fond of you, web slinger. And if you ever cross paths with me, there will be hell to pay. Yeah!
Are you sure about this plan, Octavius?
Questioning my mental state?
No questions. I only ask, are you ready for this job?
Are you?
Well, yes, Octavius, I am ready.
Hey guys. Did I miss the meeting?